Can y'all hear me now? Looks like we're ready to start this final match, the championship match of the Village Health 8 goal. I think we got all our housekeeping taken care of here with all our numbers. We'll get this final match on the way here momentarily. Today's championship match features United Health versus Frost and Frost. Playing for the United Healthcare team. Number 1 is Casey Hoskins from Minnesota. Playing in the number 2 position is Derek Berg from Minnesota. Playing number 3 is Frankie Yosa. And playing the number 4 is Horacio Oneta. Playing for the Frost and Frost team in the number 1 position is Miss Laura Wilson. Playing the number 2 position is your one and only Paige McCabe. Playing in the number 3 position from Alabama is Herndon Radcliffe. And playing the number 4 is Frankie Bilbao. Both teams are 8 goals. This game will start at 0-0.
Are you playing third man? Yeah, I think. Okay. Well, just because she had Charlie here, but
I'll be glad to do it. I was going to hang out here and annoy this guy.
all right. Well,
So
have fun.
Nick Johnson's going to come up.
Until you make a decision, I won't put your name down.
All right. Both these teams were victorious on Friday.
I assume so.
Frost and Frost won by a few goals. And then United Healthcare won in overtime. Derek Berg scoring a goal in overtime, putting that team into the final match today. The first ball is back into play. We are under our way. Who's the one coming out with it? Looked like Horacio. Horacio leaves it there for Derek. Derek picks this ball up. Laura Wilson trying to come in to get a hook. Ball's left behind for Frankie. Frankie Yosa decides to look over the field, sees where his players are. He taps it once, trying to get it clear of all the other players. Stole there by Frankie. Frankie steals the ball from everyone. Frankie is off to the races. Horacio trying to catch him. Frankie going towards goal. Nice angle shot towards goal. He's going. Gonna slow down a little bit and tap this one once more. Looks like it's right through the middle for our first goal of the game. Frankie. Ball's back into play. Once again, we will switch ends. All right, stolen out of there by Frankie. Frankie Yosa. Nice shot, or excuse me, that's Horacio. Horacio with a nice shot up the field. Backed out of there by Laura Wilson with a nice back shot. Picked up by Horacio. Horacio's bumped off the play by Frankie. Frankie taps it once forward, then another time. Gonna go right around the horn, come right in front of it, stands here. Unfortunately, gets a miss, and Frankie Yosa picks this one up. Herndon Radcliffe comes in for defense. Herndon comes in. All right, picked up by Frankie. Ball bounces off Horacio's horse. Picked up by Laura Wilson. Laura taking it over here by the boards. Laura Wilson taps it once more. Derek Berg comes in with the hook and back shot, but the ball bounces forward right to Herndon Radcliffe. Herndon off to the races. He's getting bumped off the play by Horacio. Horacio gets a little back shot right over here in front of the boards. Everyone keep your eyes and ears and everything open. Never know where that ball is going to go. Frankie takes it off the boards. He's getting bumped by Frankie on Frankie there. Frankie squared. All right. Frankie Yosa slows it down. Frankie says, oh, I'm going to steal it. Now we got a bunch of people wanting a foul, but I do not hear a whistle. Frankie Yosa turns on, goes with a big shot up the field. A nice shot. Unfortunately, bounces off Derek's pony, backed out of there by Herndon. Herndon Radcliffe with a nice back shot over to Frankie. Frankie Bilbao, he takes it off the boards. Frankie taps it once more behind Horacio, trying to get clear of all the other players. Frankie going the long way around the field. Little pop shot up. Herndon Radcliffe attempts out of midair but doesn't get it. And then Horacio backs it out of there. Right there though is Frankie. Frankie playing good defense right now. Surveys the field, tells his players to go up front. Little pass right out front there. Still leaves it behind for Herndon. Ball bounces off the Pony and picked up by Derek Bird. Then here comes Page. Page with a beautiful neck shot towards the goal. Casey Hoskins comes in, takes that ball out of there for good defense. We have a whistle. The 2 on defended goal. Right through the middle for the second goal of the match. And Frankie's second goal as well. All right, ball's back into play. Coming out of this throw-in is Frankie with a nice back shot. Who's the first one to come on it? Looks like backed out of there by Frankie Yosa. He backs it right over to Horacio. Ball bounces off a Pony. Laura Wilson comes in. Horacio's there. Laura's trying to steal it out from Horacio. Horacio taps it forward right over to Frankie. Frankie drops this Pony's nose and says, let's go to goal. Frankie off the bounce, takes it, and then Frankie comes in again. I think it's the Frankie show. Frankie backs it out of there for Frost and Frost. Unfortunately, got a player off his horse. Play goes on for right now. Laura Wilson takes it forward. Casey Hoskins takes it through the goal. All right, ball's back into play. Frankie Bilbao comes out of there with it, tapping it nicely. And Frankie Yosa comes in, tries to steal it, but does not get it. Frankie's off to the races. Frankie going towards goal. Derek's coming in to try to play defense. We got 2.5 minutes left here in this chucker. Ball's back, but bounced off Herndon's horse. Herndon Radcliffe picks it up after it bounced off his horse, and Frankie Yosa gets a back shot. Frankie Bilbao comes in, and we got a whistle. Healthcare, penalty 5 from the spot. Horacio surveying the field, goes with a nice shot upfield. Casey Hoskins out front. Casey takes it on the near side nicely. Casey getting that Pony to take off. He gets hooked, but he still gets the shot. Casey Hoskins trying to get his second goal of the match. Casey going, picks it up again. Casey Hoskins through the goal. Casey Hoskins takes it from the pass and goes the length of the field. Ball's back into play. Who's going to come out of there with it? It's Frankie. Frankie avoiding the hook from Horacio. Frankie tapping. Then it's backed out of there by Horacio. Who's going to be the first one to turn on it? Looks like Page. Page is the first one to turn. Page is going to take this one, taps it forward once, taps it forward again, then leaves it there for Herndon. I think that was a set play. What a play. Unbelievable. Page tapped it once right to Herndon. Herndon hit it right back to Page, and Page is off to the races. Well played. Horacio bumps her off the blind. Horacio picks it up. Spoil on that great teamwork. All right, Horacio coming around here in front of the grandstands. Let him hear you all. Horacio with a nice shot up the field, trying to reach Frankie Losa. Frankie does get it on the near side twice, and then he gets hooked out of the play by Page. But here comes Casey Hoskins. He tapped it once. Frankie taps it. All right, Horacio. Look at that ball way up in the air. Wide. Catches the scoreboard. First horn beeps. That ends our chucker at a tie score, 2 goals apiece. Let's give them a round of applause. A round of applause.
Yeah, just give him a beat.
You folks, I am trying to groom the young players of the world to play world-class polo like we play here at the Villages. Meanwhile, they brought the ball in. It is United Healthcare with the ball, turning it now. Oneto gets hooked out of the play. Boom. McCabe is right there trying to make a play, and the ball's going to go over that end line. Notice the goal judge at that end, sir. Ball's brought in from the end line. Bilbao. Frankie pounds that one down looking for Radcliffe. Ball lands though right in the lap of McCabe. She takes it forward too. There to defend is Berg. Berg with a near side back shot. What a shot by Berg, sending it the other direction. There's one problem with it. There's only yellow shirts there. Of course, when it's Frankie Bilbao, the whole field could be yellow. There's a big shot going downfield. It's going to bounce right near the board. Stay on the field of play though. McCabe's looking downfield. McCabe Crosses one. What a shot from Paige McCain. A perfect approach shot. I'm not sure they're going to be a yellow jersey there to get it though. This will be taken to cross. Burt goes and it might go out of bounds. Oh, it's on the line. Not a safety.
Oh, that's what they were
What a drive down the field. It looked like they're waiting. Hoskins comes in. United Healthcare on the attack now. Still on the attack. Big shot forward. On the near side, Hoskins. A lot of pressure put on by Wilson for Frost and Frost. Reaching out, grabbing the ball. Oneto turning. Oh, and they called it. Now. Big drive downfield. Frost and Frost passes all the way out to Laura Wilson. Laura Wilson. With Casey Hoskins coming in, rides her out, goes to make a back shot. He looked like Lord Lyle, missing it. Coming in now, though, back shot by Radcliffe. Herndon, Bate Radcliffe passing perfectly to Francisco Bilbao. Look at this, Bilbao coming through. Got to get past that last defender, couldn't do it. Ball's like buried there. Turning it down, Yosa. Oh, he overrides, that's rare. And look at this. Radcliffe pass up to Bilbao. He puts that through the high flag from the major. The Villages Polo Club are the best in the world?
Absolutely.
He said absolutely. Yes, he did.
Teamwork.
That's because he's up here on the third level. Oh, and that's going to draw the whistle from the umpire. We're going to have a 3:59. Second chucker did pick up speed, it seems. Big shot by Bill Bell. Sends it down right into the mass of, and guess who comes out? Oh my head. I have got a migraine.
See who's going to win this throw-in. Frankie comes out. Look at this. He comes back out of this throw-in. Horacio trying to get a penalty. That does not get it. Or, excuse me, Frankie going towards goal. Hits it through. What a shot. Right through the uprights for that throw-in. All right, 2.5 minutes left here in the second chukker. 5-2 score. Horacio says, let me see if I can do that same thing. Frankie says, well, I'm going to try to stop it. But he gets a nice shot up the field right there, too. Frankie Yosa has the ball, but bounces off a pony. Backed out of there by Herndon Radcliffe. Herndon with a nice back shot. Herndon backs it and then picked up by Laura Wilson. Then Paige McCabe picks it up, but I think we had a whistle. Maybe, maybe not.
Now we do.
Wow. Well, thank you. I guess
You have such a...
oh, awesome. On defended goal, I wouldn't want to stand in front anyway. Lay that missile right to the goal. Horacio with the third goal for the United Healthcare team. 2.5 minutes left. All right, coming out of this throw-in is Herndon Radcliffe with a back shot, but it bounces off Yosa's pony. Yosa picks it up now. He sends Casey Hoskins out front. Yosa slowing it down a little bit. He has Horacio taken off as well. Yosa with a boomer up the field, right out there in front of the goal. Here comes Derek Berg. They all ride over it, but Casey Hoskins playing outrageously wonderful today. All right, taken out of there by Frankie, right out of the goal mouth. What a defensive play. Frankie is on the fly, coming right here in front of you all. That ball stays on the field, bounces off the boards nicely. Look at that, he angles it towards the goal. Casey's trying to come in for the defense. Oh, bounces a little bit. Then back out of there by Derek Berg. Very nicely done, but picked up by Herndon Radcliffe. That ball was rolling. Look at this next shot, but it looks like, watch out Dave down there. He's going to get some awesome photos.
Clipped his nails.
He might clip some nails on that one. Players are going to go off. Get some fresh ponies for this third chukker. I had the privilege yesterday to hang out with a knock-in from that far end line.
Oh, that's a foul.
All right. Puts that little white ball right through the goal. 6-3. Was behind on Friday most of the match and came back right at the end to win and get a berth in this championship game, see if they can start scoring some goals. All right, Horatio. Horatio taps it out of here. Horatio, he's got Derek right out front. Horatio with a nice pass right out to Derek on the near side. Derek's taking it towards goal. Derek taps it another time. Ball takes a little bit of a bad bounce and backed out of there by Frankie. Right out of the danger zone, right there to Herndon. Herndon Radcliffe with a pass up the field right to Paige's mallet. Paige with another beautiful shot up the field. She drops that right down to Laura Wilson. Laura says, I'll leave it there for you, Paige. Paige picks it back up. Paige gets a little bit of a hook, but gets avoided. Derek gets this hook and the back shot, bounces off from Casey's horse. Laura Wilson trying to steal that ball from Casey. Laura goes with a near side back shot towards the goal. Look at that pony of Herndon, stop and turns, beautiful. And now we're going the other way. We're coming up here against the boards. Paige bumps Casey off the play, backs it nicely over to Frankie. Frankie turns on it and goes towards goal. What a pass. Frankie out front all alone. Frankie's going to have to do a nice little neck shot. Look at this neck shot. But it bounces off his horse. Then Herndon says, thank you, Herndon Radcliffe, with his first tally of the match. What a pass there. Where they defeated the Lord of Polo's team.
5 minutes.
But he's okay. His headache is back now. Look at this pass from Frankie right out to Herndon. Look at that pony go. Herndon with a nice approach shot, but a little bit off to the end. Look at this little cut shot. Look at that ball's got English on it, but Frankie Yosa comes in. Frankie was just waiting for it. Frankie picks it up with a boomer up the field. The first one there, Casey Hoskins off to, Horatio. Backed out of there by Frankie. Frankie back, but Horatio picks it up. Horatio on a nice gray pony. He lets her go. He's out in front by a few lengths. Here he goes, Horatio going towards goal. Taps it once. That ball's rolling, rolling, rolling.
Oh my.
Wide. As he got closer.
4 minutes.
All right, 4 minutes left here in the third chukker of the championship match of the Villages Healthcare 8 goal. Frankie bringing it around the long way, doing his impersonation of Brad Limehouse. Frankie coming down here in front of the grandstands. Yosa coming in for defense. Frankie with a nice grass burner. That ball does not quite make it to Laura Wilson and backed out of there by Casey Hoskins, further along by Derek Berg. Then Frankie Yosa comes in and draws a whistle. Everyone places themselves in front of that missile, and that one was knocked out there by Derek Berg, then bounced off the post. Derek with a nice deflection. Herndon Radcliffe, look at that back shot. That ball's going.
On the post again.
Oh, just wide left. What a back shot. On play now. We're back in action. 3 minutes left in this chukker. Horatio taking it in off the end line. Here comes Herndon in to try to get the back shot. Herndon with a nice back shot right there to Frankie. What a shot. Herndon knew Frankie was turning, and look at that ball right through the goal. What a back shot by Herndon Radcliffe right to Frankie's mallet. All right. Back, here we go. Ball's back into play. Frankie Yosa bumps Herndon off the play and takes it on the near side. First one there, though, is Frankie. Bounces off from Frankie's horse. Frankie to Frankie. They're just little pinball action going on. Frankie with a big boomer out to Paige. What a shot. First one on the ball, though, is Derek Berg. He backs it out of there. Then picked up by Paige, but she's hooked by Onetta. Onetta backs it a little bit, but picked up by Herndon. Then here comes Yosa. Yosa tapping the ball forward. Tapping it again. He's going to use the boards to his advantage. Look at the ball bounce right off and right back to him. Yosa, but it bounces off his horse. All right, Frankie comes in. Bilbao comes in and tries to steal it. He does get the steal, and what a shot. Look at this ball. Look at the angle. It's going. Wide right. What a shot. All right, Yosa bringing this ball in. Yosa taps it once, then goes with a nice grass burner right up to Casey Hoskins. What a pass. Casey with a nice shot. He's being ridden off the play by Paige, but he gets the upper hand on her. What a shot by Hoskins. Nice shot up the field. Little off angle. He's going to have to check up and try to get another angle shot under the neck of the pony. It bounces off his pony's right hoof over towards the boards. First one in there is Herndon Radcliffe. Herndon digs it off the boards. Then Derek Berg taps it a little bit. Herndon taps it again. Herndon waits for Frankie to take off. Unfortunately, the umpire was right there. Good block shot by the umpire. All right, Frankie steals it back. And then Horacio's talking to the umpire. All right, Frankie with a nice shot right over to Paige, right there. Paige sees Laura taking off. We have the first horn, 30 seconds left. Oh, it bounces off of Hoskins' horse, picked up by Onetta, then picked up by Berg. Berg with a nice back shot right there to Yosa. Yosa settles the ball down a little bit and settles his pony down. Yosa's sending Horacio out front. Yosa trying to beat the clock. It's ticking away. Bounces off a horse, but right back to him. He gets another neck shot right towards goal. Horacio tries to save it, but it's over the end line, ending our chukker. And halftime. Field. Stomp some divots. Once again, be careful. We do have 4 in the fourth, so we do want to have 4 goals. Go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, are stuck with the Three Stooges up here today. You got Dale, the one and only Lordy, and myself, Babyface. Three Stooges. And now Herndon Radcliffe takes it across. Horacio controlling him well. It's a beautiful away shot to Derek Berg. Casey obviously doing his homework, telling his other Minnesota boys to come and play here in the Villages Polo Club. Where is it? Herndon Radcliffe. Finds Bilbao, a little long. Horacio. Yosa screaming for a tail shot. Beautiful turn. Look at Derek taking the man out hard. Yosa now coming inside on a mare called Musica. Ooh, crossing the right away, coming through at speed, Herndon Radcliffe. Beautiful strike, that's, ooh. Didn't he want that? Wide to the right hand side now, crossing. Sends his troops up. Page goes for cut left. Bilbao. He comes. Look at that. Look at the space he's been made by his teammates. That's the old go left, now right. Herndon pushing hard on a beautiful little chestnut. Oh, what a hook by Horacio, picked up now by Derek Berg. Derek Berg, the goal scorer in the Friday game, did knock me out.
Nice play.
Look at that play. Ooh. Oh, the big bamboo goes all the way. Beautiful goal.
And from the 70s that has Scooby-Doo on the side of it, we'll buy you a new windshield. Meanwhile, back to Nick.
Scooby-Doo. Where is it now? What a beautiful back shot by Laura. Herndon rides over. Yosa going everywhere this chucker. Oh! Bounces off a mallet, of course. Where is it? Oh, a beautiful away shot.
Look at this.
Oh, look at Yosa. Doesn't get the shot he wants. Herndon pushing hard.
He gets it on the second.
Yosa picks it back.
Retreat.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh!
Didn't he want that? What a nasty bounce.
Frankie's second goal.
Only 2 more. Then we have the old 4 in the 4th. Most famous chucker in the world of polo.
Thank you, Mr. Nick Johnson. All right, we're back in play. We got 2 goals of the 4 in the 4th. This ball is out front. Here comes Paige. Paige going toward goal, gets hooked by Derek. Backed a little bit by Frankie Yosa. Then backed further along by Horacio. That ball's right out front. Here comes Casey Hoskins on the near side. Laura Wilson coming in to play defense. Laura takes it forward a little bit, but Casey picks it back up. Frankie Bilbao comes back in. Frankie taps it forward once, twice, lets that little gray pony go. Look at Frankie going towards goal. Here comes Horacio trying to get a hook. What a cut shot Frankie going towards goal, getting our third goal. Oh no, it bounces in the middle of the goal mouth, then taken out of there by Horacio. Frankie says, wait a minute, let me try this again. Let me bounce it off the boards. I'm going to get back there towards that goal. That ball bounces over the boards and out of play. Left. And once you do grab it, do not throw it back out on the field. Ball's back in play. All right, Casey Hoskins comes out of this throw-in. Then backed out of there by Derek Berg. Then Frankie Yosa comes in. Then comes Frankie Bilbao. But then hooked out of there by Horacio. Horacio with a shot right over there towards midfield. Picked up by Frankie with a back shot. He backs it right over to Paige. Paige goes on the near side, but doesn't get the hit she wants. Picked up by Yosa. Yosa then nice little back shot right over to Derek Berg. Derek picks it back up. Then Horacio gets it, and he also gets a whistle. Hey, Frankie does a little quick turn, catching the other team off guard. Frankie out about 80 yards, up to about 60 yards. Taps it again. His team's trying to push all the other players. Look at Frankie go through all 8 players and taps it. What a shot! Awesome near side little tap shot through the goal for our third tally of the 4th chucker. And if we get free chocolate milk for Nick Babyface Johnson for sure. All right, ball's back into play. Frankie's taking this one out, but backed out of there by Yosa. Yosa's pony takes a little bit of a bad hop. Then Bilbao comes in and nice back shot right over to Herndon Radcliffe. Teamwork back in play. Paige is going to take a man out and let Herndon go to goal. Herndon cuts it a little bit, but the ball doesn't go completely the way he wants to. It's over the end line and we'll have a knock in. Got. All right, Horacio. Yosa settles in behind him. Horacio with a nice grass burner up. Right to Casey. Casey gets a little bit of a shot. Then Derek Berg picks his ball up. Derek near side, near side. Look at the Minnesota guy go. Derek Berg right here in the front. Oh, it bounces over the boards. Beeps. All right. Ball's back into play. We still have a chance. Oh, look at this. Frankie out of the throw-in right at midfield. Oh, unfortunate bad hop. All right, 30 seconds left. We still have time. All right, oh, we got a whistle. One more than 25, Nick Johnson tells me. He doesn't know the alphabet, but knows math. All right, Horacio with a nice shot up the field. Frankie says, not today, with a back shot right over to Herndon. Herndon Radcliffe. But look at Yosa coming in. Yosa with a nice back shot. Horacio has the opportunity. Horacio going, what a shot. That ball's rolling, but look who's there. Frankie with a back shot out of the goal mouth. Herndon says, let's end this chucker. All right, over towards the end. That ends the chucker just before it hits the boards. Cutting the
After this, yeah.
All right, ball's back into play. Coming out of there is Laura Wilson. Laura takes it out of the throw-in, then picked up by Frankie. Frankie's tapping it right down here along the sideboards. Frankie taps it one more time. Casey's coming in to try to get a bump. Frankie lets that pony go, but Casey stays right there with him. Frankie's going to have to angle this shot over nicely. Look at this play. Oh, what a bad hop. It goes over the end line and out of play. A little inspection of that windshield that was knocked out. All right, umpire calls play. Horacio. All right, we're back in play. That's Frankie trying to redeem himself after that ball took a bad hop. He says, I'm going from 80 yards out. This ball's going. Wide left. All right, Horacio. Horacio brings it in. Sends his team upfield. There goes Yosa. Yosa on the fly. Takes a one shot. Yosa off of the bounce. What a shot by Yosa. Here comes Frankie in for defense. Yosa checks up. Lets the player go by. Now he angles over towards the goal. Picked out of pocket by Frankie. What a play right there. But here comes Horacio. Horacio picks the ball up and Herndon comes in with a hook, but doesn't get, but he gets the back shot out of the goal mouth.
Whistle.
And the whistle. with the goal and give advantage to the United Healthcare team, a throw in right in front of the goal mouth. This is the one time we do not switch ends after a goal is scored. All right, Horacio with a back shot towards the goal again. Trying to get that, but Frankie's right there. All right, Frankie. Here comes Casey. Casey's been hounding Frankie all afternoon. Here he comes in. Horacio taps this one out of there. Then Casey with a gorgeous back shot. Look at that pony that Hernan Radcliffe's on. Stops and turns on a dime. Then a nice back shot right there too. Page picks it up. Paige McCabe coming on, but Horacio says, not today. We're coming right over here in front of the grandstand. Here comes Horacio. Horacio taps it again. Horacio sends Derek out front, but here comes Hernan Radcliffe. Derek gets the shot, but it's going wide of the goal. 4.5 minutes left here in the fifth chukker. Frankie Bilbao bringing this one in. Taps it once. Now he's going to go to the right, back to the left. Frankie's in the clear. Frankie all alone. Herman's trying to ride a player up. Ball takes a bad hop. Derek takes this one forward. Picks it back up. Derek playing very well today after scoring the winning goal on Friday. Derek Berg going with a nice neck shot towards goal, but here comes Paige. Paige on defense with a nice back shot out of the goal. All right, Horacio with a back shot back towards the goal. The first one on the ball is that's Frankie. Frankie taps it over to Herndon. All right, Herndon on the fly, coming right down here. Look at that little chestnut go. He leaves it there for Paige, who leaves it there for Frankie. Frankie surveying the field. Goes with the shot right over to Herndon. Look at that pass. But here comes Derek Berg in with a nice near side back shot. Then Losa furthers it along, bounces off of Laura Wilson. Then it's picked up by Frankie. Frankie going around the long way. Sees where all his players are. They're all behind him. He says he's going to have to take it by himself. Frankie about 60 out, 80 out. Going towards goal. He's going to tap this one through the goal, what I say. He did those two last ones down there on Friday and chipped away. They can still do it. All right. Back into play. Laura Wilson hooks Casey, but Casey takes it to the near side. Casey going towards goal, ball takes a bad hop. Laura Wilson with a little back shot, but picked up by Horacio. Horacio avoids the hook from Laura Wilson, taps it out of midair, but Laura gets the hook on that time. Here comes Herndon. Backs it out of the goal mouth, but Los is there. Him and Horacio are playing well together. Horacio takes a shot towards goal, bounces off from safety. All right. Yosa bringing the ball in off the end line. Excuse me, that's Frankie, I'm sorry. The other Frankie, there we go. All right, here's Yosa though, backing that ball off from Herndon's pony. Herndon steals it after it bounces off his pony. He's being ridden hard by Berg, then leaves it there for Yosa with a little bit of a back shot, then picked up by Onetta. Onetta turns this ball around. Laura Wilson's coming in. Laura tries to get a hook. Horacio taps it forward a little bit more. Lets the rider go by. Leaves it there for Yosa. Yosa avoids the hook from Herndon. Look at that play by Yosa. Yosa going towards goal. He avoids the ball. Oh, we have a whistle. Umpire bowls the ball back into play. Coming out of there is Laura Wilson. Laura Wilson with an excellent ball control there. Casey Hoskins gets the hook. Yosa comes in. Here comes the first one. Paige takes that ball out of midair to stop that. But Derek Berg picks it up. Derek reaches back, leaves it there for Horacio. Horacio's got the time running down. Horacio gets bumped off by Frankie. Horacio has the line. Horacio going towards goal. Horacio, nice shot, but backed out of there by Frankie. Yosa comes in. Back shot towards goal and a whistle. Right before. Frankie coming up. I think 5 seconds would be too short of a time to get a goal. Backed out of there by Horacio. Trying to get it right over in front of his goal. There's the horn right there. And then the chucker. But we will start this next chucker right there in front of United Healthcare's goal.
He's sitting down there.
Paging Nick Johnson to the third level. Nick Johnson to the third.
On the field that absolutely trashed all of my dreams of glory. That would be Mr. Berg, and we're going to watch what happens now. The ball goes to the plate, kicked out right away by Frost, Bill Bow. Touching it now, moving into his own Neto. And Neto, for United Healthcare, they're the ones that has the deficit makeup. Look at this shot on goal. That was Berg. Ball comes back the other direction now. Bill Bow cranks one downfield, a big long drive. Got two girls out front. He picks girl number 1, that's Paige McCabe. Coming in behind is girl number 2, Laura Wilson. But the ball is turned back the other direction.
Happy hour has started too.
Oh yeah, by the way, you're watching Polo, but happy hour has started. Don't leave the game to go to happy hour. It's going to be their own net coming through as they hooked out of the plate. Radcliffe. Bill Bauer out. Reaching in, this is Berg, shot on goal by Berg. Oh, couldn't quite get it, the ball's at a standstill. Coming through now, picking it up, Frost on the attack. And looking for a whistle, guess what, they get one. It's a worm burner, it's all the way through. A lot of speed on that ball when he hit it. It comes past you quick. Everybody in the Polo Park won. That is incentive for everybody, I think. Wilson comes through, Frost on the attack. Ball bounces a lot on her, couldn't get control of it. Coming in now, hooked out of the place was at Neto, hooking McCabe. The ball turns around, coming back now by Hoskins. Hoskins drives it down the field. This is Casey Hoskins. Rains and flying, and here he comes at speed, drives it down, nicely done. Hoskins on the loose, totally untamed. Hoskins, overrides that shot. Yosa's there. He overrides a little bit too. Radcliffe with a back shot going back the other direction. Doesn't go far enough. McCabe sends it the right direction to the man of the day, Frankie Bilbao. Bilbao being challenged by Oneto. Two excellent polo players. Guys that have really shown what they're made of in this tournament. They both made it to the final. And we get a whistle there. Might have been a near side play needed. We won't influence it.
Three Musketeers.
There are no three Musketeers, it's two. And one of them is apparently so old he can't finish a polo game, he probably won't make it through the whole chukker here. Coming through, overridden now. Oneto looking for the pound, not getting it. Coming through, it's Yosa. Yosa. Coming through, Yosa's gonna get a shot on goal. Here it is, folks. Oh, off a pony and backed out of there by Bilbao. Frankie on the breakaway, able to take that line. Teammate took the hook, and it's Bilbao. That's when the other players on the field become important. That's called the horse. You got to have the speed, the power, the agility to turn, stop, go. Do the stuff that all of us humans can't do. What a shot. Right to Bilbao. Takes the hook, steals the ball, still working it. It's magic. This guy is incredible. 4 minutes. Here he comes. With 4 minutes. Bilbao working it, controlling it. Oh, off of Tony's foot and goes wide. All right, as they set up for a knock-in, okay, I'll be home soon. Bye. All right, we're back into play. The Lord of Polo, the one and only. All right, this ball's backed out of there by Herndon Radcliffe. Herndon with a nice back shot to Frankie. Frankie with another opportunity, going towards goal. Taps it, but the ball bounces over his mallet again. Yosa with a back shot out of there. But Frankie's back there with a back shot towards goal. That ball's got eyeballs. Then picked up by Derek Berg. And
I can eat that one.
all right. Penalty 2 from the spot. Awarded to the Frost and Frost team.
From 1 3/7/8.
The Lord of Polo says that's from 1 7/8 of a yard away from the goal, and Frankie puts it through. That goal could have put it out of reach for United Healthcare, but they will play their hardest All right, Hoskins takes it out of the throw and right over to Yosa. Yosa going towards goal. Yosa, nice little setup shot. Yosa's going to try to get this little neck shot towards goal. Taps it one more time. Yosa through the goal. What a play. Like I said, this game changes in the matter of seconds. Throws it back in. Casey's winning this throwing again. Then Derek Berg takes it out of the throw-in. Page backs it out there a little bit, but right there to the man of the day, Frankie out front. But here comes the other Frankie. One Frankie, two Frankie. Now down to one Frankie going towards goal. Frankie taps it once, but looking back out of there by Horacio just before it went through the goal. Frankie backs it back towards the goal, bounces off of Laura's pony, then picked up by Horacio. All right, Horacio on the fly. Yosa settles in behind him just in case. Onetta coming up the field right here in front of the grandstand. Out front to Hoskins. Hoskins picks the ball up. Nice approach shot towards goal. Checks his pony down a little bit. Here comes Laura to try to get a hook. All right, Onetta rides over and leaves it there for Yosa. Yosa going towards goal. This game might be getting a little bit closer. Bounces off the pole. Wide right. Umpire calls play. The man of the day, Frankie, takes a shot just before the horn. And it's over there to Page. Page takes it up the field. Page all alone, going down the field. Page with another beautiful shot, cuts it nicely towards the goal mouth. Page going towards goal with a shot, nicely done.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness, just wide left. What a play that ends our match today. Give a round of applause to both teams. We'll have a trophy presentation here shortly. 11-8 in favor of Frost and Frost, the Village Healthcare 8-goal match.
That was good.
Frost and Frost,
Good game.
Wilson, Radcliffe, McCabe, and Bilbao with an excellent game today.
All right, what a fine match played here today. Frost and United Health played absolutely wonderful. Who we got presentation? All right, for the runners up, the United Healthcare team. All right, Ms. Bonnie, you can hand off our trophies for the day. For our runners-up, we have Casey Hoskins. You get to kiss each player, absolutely. Derek Berg. Frankie Yosa. Frankie took a little bit of a tumble today, but come on strong. And Horacio Onetta. Thank you, United Healthcare. They won in overtime on Friday and put up a good battle today in the finals. All right, for our Frost and Frost team, winners of the Village's Healthcare 8-goal team match, playing number 1, Miss Laura Wilson. Playing number 2, Paige McCabe. Playing number 3 position, Herndon Radcliffe. And the man of the day, Mr. Frankie Bilbao. Frost and Frost, champions of the day. All right, our MVP of today's match is the man of the day, Frankie. Awesome play today. If I'm not mistaken, he tallied up 10 goals, or at least 9. Frankie was the man of the day, but absolutely, the 90% of this game, involves these polo ponies. Coming up, we have the best playing pony of the match today. Frankie's pony is the best playing pony of the day as well. Frankie getting a clean sweep of all the awards today. Rosita, a fine, gorgeous mare right here, pulling out the best playing pony of the day. All right. Look at that. Nice looking pony there. All right, one more final applause for both teams here. Played absolutely wonderful. Rosita. Frost and Frost winning the second week of our 8-goal polo matches here. We want to thank everyone for coming out today. Next week we have another 8-goal tournament. Rob Frost of the Frost and Frost Wealth Management team here, and his wife MJ up there. Thank you for their sponsorship as always.